Thank you for joining us. This is video lesson 3.2 on consolidation cycles. So in this lesson, we're going to be discussing consolidation and why it occurs, why it is so important, and when it occurs. First off, we're going to go to a smaller time frame. Consolidation happens on all time frames, but to get a better picture, we're going to go to the 15-minute time frame and click on session breaks. We're going to open our session breaks and we will see each session break here. Why this is so important is because the dealer uses each session break to connect the sessions together with consolidation. So each session will have consolidation at the start and end of each session, like you can see here. We're just marking the consolidation that's happening at the end and the beginning of each session. This consolidation is what the dealer uses to his advantage. This is how the dealer traps retail traders in consolidation. This is why it's so important. The dealer must generate liquidity, must trap liquidity in one certain range in order to do with the liquidity what he wants to do. What does he want to do with that money? He wants that money. So he wants to trap retail traders in a 30 to 50 pip zone. You'll see most of the time these zones of consolidation on the daily chart are 30 to 50 pips. This one is 27.4 pips. This one is about 23 to 30 pips. This one is 34 pips, possibly 30 to 35 pips. Depending on the pair, you will have different ranges. So the more volatile the pair, the more range you will have in the consolidation. So here we can see it's about 20 to 30 pips on Euro USD. You'll have 30 to 50 pips on GBP, JPY normally, and that's just the range that they have to consolidate in, so that they can then break out of that range high and low to hit stop losses on both sides. So when does this occur? This occurs, for me, it will occur in about an hour and 50 minutes, this session break. So price is already starting to consolidate. You can see we're already starting that consolidation phase here to end the week off and end the day off and start a new session in the next hour and 50 minutes. So when is this session? This session, or this consolidation period, is during Asian session. The end of New York session and the beginning of Asian session is when this happens, and you can see price just inches away, just slowly. It's so slow. We have a 16 pip rise in 15 hours. So that's not what we want. That's not what we want to trade, you guys. This is bogus to us. We don't want to be in trades that are 15 hours long and we only get 10, 15, 20, 30 pips out of it. We want to know when stuff like this is going to occur, or like this, or like this. We want to know when that's going to occur so that we can catch that. We can catch those pips, right? So the consolidation cycle works like this. The dealer will consolidate the first 4 to 6 hours, or the last 4 to 6 hours, and the first 4 to 6 hours of the day. This will trap enough liquidity to then, during London session, be able to spike just enough to hit the stop losses in here of any people selling. That spike did the job right there. That's all they needed to do to hit most of the stop losses of the people that were in here selling, and then drop price to hit any stop losses of people that were buying in here, the stop losses of them. You can see then they came down, hit the stop losses, and then consolidated, ended the day in consolidation. This happened, this spike up happened London session, and then London session they came down, and then New York session they jammed up people, and then ended the day in consolidation for Asian session. So you can see this happens all the time. The dealer will consolidate, then spike up London session, spike down New York session, and then retrace at the end of New York session to end in consolidation, end New York session in consolidation, begin Asian session in consolidation for the next session to begin the next day, and that will happen all over again. And that's how it connects, you guys. This is how you can see how important the consolidation really is when you see it from a different time, or from a different point of view. You can see off of the consolidation we get the highs and the lows that create our highs and the lows of our trends. So this is what retail traders don't understand, that consolidation happens for a reason, and it's the main factor in which trends are being made. So the dealer will jam up all of this liquidity, and within a few hours, within just a few hours, swing the market a massive amount of pips and then slow the market down. That's what he wants to do. He wants to consolidate as long as he can, and in very little time spike up and down and then end the day in consolidation. This takes 8 to 10 hours. This takes 8 to 10 hours. This can be done within 4 hours, you guys. That's 24 hours right here. That's a very short time period, right? And that's what you have to understand. You have to understand that you don't want to trade. You don't want to trade this unless you know how to. You don't want to trade this because it's so little. It's so little movement. So thank you guys for joining in this video lesson. Until the next one, 3.3. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, peace out.